Hey everybody, welcome back to another Godzilla Battleline video, and today we have the balance patches for Season 18 in Godzilla Battleline. Let's jump right into it. There are some spicy ones today. I already looked through them. There's a ton of news, so we're going to talk about all of it. Alright, let's read the balance adjustments. This part, I think, is a lie. First off the bat, they say that they adjust pieces based on if they're used or not. I don't know, because Batra would have been nerfed by now, but that's besides the point. First things first, Destroy a Perfect Form is getting its HP increased and its attack power increase. This buff is so good for Destroyer. I am considering inviting him to go to Egypt with me and my grandson. Alright, let's get into the next one. Mothra Adult, so this is the Mothra Imago, is getting the increased attack power. Awesome. She's got a pretty decent AoE with an increased attack. She probably could be pretty decent. Shin Godzilla is getting an increased attack as well. Still really slow. Still has okay health, but an increased attack power is all's good to me. Space Godzilla increased attack power. This, depending on how big this buff is, could be a contender with Batra for who you're putting in for your damage buff. Space Godzilla is pretty decent, not gonna lie. So this might, you know, if you're a fan of Space Godzilla, this might make you want to use it even more. Burning Godzilla is getting an attack power increase as well. Burning Godzilla is getting buff after buff after buff. So Burning Godzilla is already super good. Burning Godzilla is probably gonna be a lot better. Jet Jaguar 1973 expanded the effect range of the pre-evolution attack buff and increased the HP of the giant form and increased the attack power of the giant form. I really don't know if that's going to be enough to save him purely because of how close range he has to be, and now Godzilla 04 kind of just does what he does but better. So we're going to have to test that out, but very interesting to see that as well, because I mean no one's using him because he's bad. Maybe this will make him halfway decent. Ultraman reduced the attack power of Ultraman. Now, before you get it twisted, before you start getting excited, I want to say, and this goes for every single thing on this list, it says like increased attack power. It could mean increased by like 5 points, and that's not going to make a difference, right? Ultraman reduced attack power. It could be reduced by like 3 points, and it wouldn't make a difference. We don't know. So don't get excited about some of these changes until we see them in the game and we get the rough stats for everything. When we see the levels and we see the stats, we can then determine what the increase or decrease was. But if it's really minor, it's not going to matter. We've seen that happen before in this game where the buff will be like really minuscule and not matter whatsoever, and the unit just remains unchanged in the meta. Mephilas is getting increased HP. Awesome. But Mephilas can get buffed. They're not using him, and I don't really care one way or the other what happens with him, but that's cool. King Shisa, which is, I guess this is King Caesar. The translation is just weird. Reduce the time it takes to transition to the charge state. I am assuming this is to help combat the Leo meta, where Leo is being used a lot, and now they're making it so King Caesar rushes faster. Or not rushes faster, but he gets into his rush state faster. This is fine. This is going to be really harmful to pre-evolution units. Batra, Mothra Imago, Biollante, maybe. Godzilla Terrestris especially, so King Caesar is going to be faster. I still think Mothra Leo is going to overall be better because of Mothra Leo is in the air, but that's fine. And then Esper Chorus is Psychic Chorus, reduced recovery amount. So they are like once again nerfing the Psychic Chorus. That's fine. Psychic Chorus is pretty dominant at the moment. It is very, very strong. It's not as strong as it was, but it's still very strong. Strong enough to warrant a nerf. So there you go, guys. That is the nerfs and the buffs that are coming with Season 18. Still no word on any of the stats for EVA Unit 1, but we'll have to wait and see on that. There are 2 other pieces of news I want to talk about in this video as well. First things first is the release of version 2.2.0. That is the version that comes out on November 4th. That is the same version that's going to have these balance changes. That is going to be the version that has, presumably, Unit 1 as well. So they say, thank you for playing Godzilla Battleline. Battleline development team is pleased to announce that we have moved to Unity 2021 development engine. So they were on Unity 2020, I have to assume, or maybe earlier than that. Due to this transition, we would like to announce that the following changes will be made in version 2.0.0 of the app, scheduled for release on November 4th. So that's weird that this says release of 2.2.0. This says 2.0. Whatever. In-app data will be re-downloaded at first launch after the update at the first time each battle piece's introduction video is displayed. Please make sure you have at least 300 megabytes of free space available before launching the app. We recommend downloading the in-app data in a Wi-Fi environment. So just connect to Wi-Fi when you start the game for the first time after the update. Re-downloading of any in-app data will be performed for all iOS, Android, and app versions of the app. The total size of the app will not change significantly before or after the update. And then the iOS compatibility guarantee will be changed to iOS 11 or higher. So if you're on iOS 10, you're not going to be able to play the game. The version 2.2.0 update will not be available for iOS 10. We hope that all players using iOS 10 will consider updating their iOS. So if your phone can only go to iOS 10, this is going to be a problem for you. It's going to lock you out. Marvel Strike Force just did the same thing where they limited the versions. They regress some of the older versions of that app. So the same thing is happening here. They're just updating the game, and if you're on an old iOS, you're not going to be able to play. We apologize for any inconvenience, blah, blah, blah. So this just means if you're not able to upgrade to iOS 11 or higher, get your link code or whatever, save your account information, so that way when you have a better phone, or if you download one of the emulators, either AndApp or Mumu X, you can just re-put your account onto those devices. Finally, really briefly, this is new, so we'll talk about this. Godzilla Pass Point Acquisition Mission Start. A mission where you can earn Godzilla Pass Points by winning the flat battle has started. If you clear all during the period, you can get up to 60 Pass Points. The missions will be held until 11/4 Friday, 13/49. So this, I thought the game update was on the 3rd. Maybe the game update is on the 4th. Or maybe the update ends on the 3rd, and then, the final day of the season is the 3rd, and the first day of the new season is the 4th. So I'll show you what this looks like in game. So you're in the game. You go, I click north, you go to your checkbox over here for your missions. You wait for it to load. You go all the way to special. There you go. Win one match, and you're going to get 3 pass points. Win, 2 matches, 3 pass points, 3 pass points. You're going to keep going up. Win 4 matches is 3 extra pass points. So this is for people who are behind in the past. Honestly, I'm behind in the past. We got a few days left. I'm not worried. There's two levels for me left to hit in the past. These missions are going to help me get there way faster, so I'm going to grind those out today. But if you are really slacking this season, I know there was a lot of slacking this season. I see it in the chats. Also, I'm not wearing a glove on this hand because one hand has to operate the phone. I see a lot of people slacking, right? I saw a lot of people slacking this season. This, I think, is an incentive. I think Toho knows there's slacking going on. I think this might be an incentive to help get farther in the pass. There also might have been an influx of newer players towards the end of the season with the announcement of, Godzilla or EVA Unit 1, or maybe they just saw the app and the ads for Godzilla Final Wars. So this is going to be a great way to catch up for new players. I wish that they did this at the end of every single season. I think that would be awesome. I think that'd be super great. I think it's a really good idea. I do not think it's bad at all. Totally good vibes all around with that. But let me know what you guys think about the balance updates down below. I know my Discord's been talking about it all morning, but I had to get my makeup on. I could not join that conversation. But let me know what you guys think down below. I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.